Alrighty then. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. See if this works. This is connecting. Disconnect, connect. Let's proceed. All right. Bloop. Hi. Hey, sleepy dude. Howdy. It has been a long while. Hey, man. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing like some listing stuff, but also some fishing on the side. So you're gonna be able to see me like fish on that screen in here. On my breaks and stuff, but I'm gonna do a 4-hour block of that, and then of basically listing, taking pictures and stuff, asking questions about eBay. But yeah, it's cool, man. I understand. They generally were. I'm gonna try and make these kinds of streams more often during the week, at least like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I think. And then maybe I'll do something different on Wednesday. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see. But maybe like during the week, Monday through Thursday. Or at least Monday through Wednesday. Because then Thursdays I got estate sales and stuff like that to get to. So that's the plan. Also, if I'm not in the chair and I'm over there taking pictures, it's gonna be a little difficult for me to see messages coming in. So just hang tight. I can hear that a message came in. So if that does happen, that's chill. I'll walk around and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, I'm glad you stopped by, man. It's been a long time. I'm glad you're back. Glad to see you. Glad to know you're okay. Alrighty, so that's working. That's good. That's all nice. Alright, so I'm gonna post this stream. That's working. Share to me. Hey guys, if you have any questions about eBay or anything, feel free to chime in. Post. Alright. Share in a group. All things identification. Hey guys, this is my stream that I was talking about. If for whatever reason it's not allowed, I understand. Please feel free to ask questions. I'll be live for about 4 hours. Ta-da! And a little happy face. And a little happy face. Post. Alright, cool. Yay! Alright, now to take pictures. Now to take pictures of this stuff. So, here we go. Let's see if anybody is. Hello, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hi, Facebook, in case you start watching. I'm gonna go over to there. I'm gonna start taking pictures of this particular shirt. Something that I found at a thrift store. Forget exactly where, but it's for Persona 4. It's a video game that gamers like. So I'm going to take a picture of it real quick. A few of them. I'm going to take a picture of the front, the graphic, the tags, any tags if available, and then the back. And then if there's any embroidery or any other details like that, I usually take a picture of that too. So here we go. Picture time. So I'm not using a camera or anything. It's just my phone. Just my regular phone. This one is a Pixel 1 XL. It's got a alright camera on it, I think. I like it. So how I do it on Android is just bring up the app like so, and then you go up here for temperature, and since I'm using basically daylight type of lighting, or daylight rated lighting, which is 5500K lumens or whatnot. I forget exactly what the amount is, but if it's rated daylight, I'm using sunny so that the color is more or less as correct as possible. So you just get your distance here. You try and incorporate as much of the object as possible, and you just take your shots. And then the graphic itself. Then come up here, make a note. Make a note of the size, where it's made, the year, and then flip this guy around. Flip him around. If there's any stray hairs, take those off. Or dust. Let's go ahead and take a picture. Ta-da! And then, once you're done with that, let's see if there's any other tags present. I don't see any other tags, so that's basically it as far as this shirt is concerned. Right after that, I do go ahead and I have a Google Sheets, and in Google Sheets I will go to this particular item in my spreadsheet, and then I'll mark what the measurements are for it, and any kind of details like the size and stuff. So go over here. Let me grab my tape measure over here. Just a regular tape measure, and what I'm going to do is measure basically from the collar to the bottom. So that's going to be my length, the general length that I have. So this is going to be roughly, taking into account the display, 25. Okay, so I'm going to find it real fast. And there it is, Persona 4 shirt. Okay, so it's going to be medium. It's going to be 25 length, pit to pit. No, sorry, not length. Roll from collar to bottom. And then pit to pit is the other measurement that I generally take, which is from literally this pit right here to this pit right here. Measure that. In this case, it's 19. I'll note that. 19. Ta-da, 19 pit to pit, like so. Then give it a once over for posterity's sake. Make sure that there aren't any other stains or anything like that, any imperfections that I should note. For the most part, this shirt looks pretty good. The graphic, the paint looks pretty good. There aren't any like really large deformities, stains, rips, snags, nothing like that. For the most part, this is like, it's pretty new. I don't think this was very worn very much, if at all. So then I just collapse my my hanger, take it off. Do some nice fold. Fold. So, I'm going to do the fold like that. Once it's folded, I go ahead and take a plastic bag, clear plastic bag, and then I'll go ahead and store this in a clear plastic bag. So depending on what size it is, store it in one orientation or the other. That's fine. So, and this is now ready for storage because it's ready to ship. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a box real fast so I can start putting these ready items in there. Be right back. But feel free to ask any questions if you guys have any. Hey guys on Facebook, howdy. If you guys have any questions about eBay, shipping, etc., stuff like that, feel free. But I'll be right back. Be right back. Storage box that I'm going to use is this guy. You get these at Costco for like $6 or $8 a piece, 6 or 9, I guess. They're not terribly expensive, but they're pretty sturdy, stackable if need be. So this shirt's going to go in there, and then I move on to the next item. Good. Next item is going to be this. Alright, next item. This is a LRG shirt. I might be doing some of the ceramics and some of the old stuff that I found in some of the estate sales recently. I'll be going over some of those items. Probably shipping practices. Try and turn the camera around to show you where I'm storing those currently. Interesting. Alright, the bottom one's an extra one. Okay. Alright, so again, one from the front. Alright, one from the front. Camera selection sunny. One of the details from the front. One of the tag. tags on the inside, you gotta take a picture of those as well. Generally, people like to look at the RN as well to see if it's a legitimate piece, because they'll fake anything, and so people want to know if something is a legitimate item or not. Okay, so this one's done for the most part. So now that I still have it up here, now I take the measurements before I forget. Okay, I'm going to go back into my spreadsheet. Try and find it. LRG. Cool, there it is. Alright, found it. There we go. Six. 26 length. And collar to bottom. And pit. When you're doing pit to pit, sometimes if there's a seam, you do basically from seam to seam. If you're doing clothes, in this case, this is about 23 and a half. You put pit to pit. It's the general, like what you name that measurement. That's what people call it. And I think that's everything as far as that shirt is concerned, but let's take a couple extra pictures just in case. Trying to get as like close to the correct color as best to represent what you're selling as possible. You don't want to just make things pop just for the sake of popping, but if for whatever reason your camera is not showing the true color of what you're experiencing, then I think it behooves you to make some small changes as far as like altering a picture that you've taken through either Photoshop or anything like that, because even your camera is not necessarily doing a great job of telling the truth, in my opinion. So I just want to get to as real a representation of what I'm selling as possible. Whether or not that includes tears, rips, or anything like that, discolorations, fading of the fabric, of the colors, anything like that, you want to disclose. So that's everything that I see with this one. That's pretty much everything I see here. Alright, so I'm done with this one. Oh, here you guys. Here's the bag. Ready to go. Alright. Whoa, questions. Hold on, I'm coming. Let's see. Oh, alright. Oh, you're back. Cool. Alright. Hello, everybody. Hi. Alright, I'm gonna do ceramic now for the people on Facebook, which I think you guys are tuning in from the Old Things group, Old Things identification group. I'm gonna take a few pictures of some stuff that I have, and not exactly sure how much they'll go for, but one of the things that I have is the Hubble figurines. Hey, that's cool, man. I understand. I get it. But thanks for dropping by, man. I might be playing some games a little bit later on when I take my break and stuff, so I'm not gonna exactly break the stream. I'll just go straight into a break and then I'll come back. But here goes. I'll try and make it so that you guys can see the picture taking of the Hubble figurines. It's cool, man. I appreciate that, dude. It's good. It was good seeing you and good talking to you. Happy video game playing. Because this is for those from Facebook. This is I generally stream video games. So generally, apart from apart from the small eBay stuff that I do. So here we go. All right. Okay. Gotta make sure that these are in shots. Better. Alright, hold on, guys. Let's see if that did it. Yay, it's in focus. Alright, cool. Alright, awesome. Here we go. So, with these guys, some of us may be collectors or not. These guys have a few attributes, right? So you gotta take note of what the particular marking is of the Hubble company. Or Global, or actually Hummel. So these are MJ Hummel figurines. And then they were bought out by a company called Global sometime later. I think it was generally after the war. But there are some that have this West Germany symbol on it. It'll say like what particular figure this is. I'm not sure if that means the 0, if that means that it's the first iteration or the first like copyright. First making of this particular figurine in this size. If the -0, if that's what that means. But they also have a separate number altogether on them, which this one here says 32. So I don't know if that was like the batch piece. And then here, this one's got a couple other ones as well. So there's that particular marking, which is the Hummel, the MJ Hummel logo of this particular time period. This was most likely before there was a split of Germany. This is cast number 4. And then I don't know if this was number 3 off of the lineup or whatnot. I don't know if that's what they mean by it. And then there's a couple other imprints here, but I'm not exactly sure what they're for, and rather what they say either. And it's kind of hard to tell. In any case, this guy's a little violin player. And this is, I think, small girl with chicks. And yeah, we're going to be taking some pictures. So, go ahead. Ooh. Let me go ahead and take some pictures. Oh, I have something else that might help in this case. It makes it a little bit easier. Sometimes I have rather large poly bags, but you can use another sheet if you'd like. But also you can use a small box. And so you can basically drape your sheet over the box and place it under here. So, but if it's a different color, you're going to be able to see it in the picture. So what I do is I just cover it with this polymer, which I don't really care too much about. So, and then all of a sudden you have a platform of which you can take these pictures. It makes it easier to take pictures. Because not only is it a little higher up as far as eye level is concerned, but also you can get down closer to the picture in and of itself. Instead of it being from an elevated, higher elevation, you can get closer and further down, closer to where these figures are more or less meant to be seen and or appreciated. So here we go. Here's the first picture. Alright. Now we're going to turn these around. Go. Bottoms, check. And then once we have basically the front, the back, we're probably going to take one of the top like this. Alright, and then we're going to take a couple of them by themselves. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of the bottom of each individually. Like so. So, right. And then I'm basically done with these. I'm going to go ahead and enter them into my spreadsheet. I get each one for about, I think it was $5 a piece. 5 or 10, I actually don't remember. Alright, so normal figurines. Chick. Girl. And violin boy. Okay. Description. These guys are picture that I should take. One of next to these figures are about 3.5 and 5 inches. Okay, so 3.5 inches. Okay. Alright, so maybe that's a picture here. Okay. There you go, that's what I'm basically taking for reference, so that the buyer knows exactly what they're getting. These are all the kinds of pictures I'm taking. So this setup right here, I've got like this isn't professional by any means. It may look like somewhat nice, but all this really is a plastic table. Okay, this is a sheet, generally reflective. I think each one of these sheets, I think I got from Amazon for like $10 a piece. The hanger is something that I got off of Amazon for I think $10, but it comes with like a set of 5. They have expandable shoulders. And then if you see up there, it's just hanging from just a white cord, and it's basically sticky. I'm not using any nails, anything like that. It's just a rope from the ceiling, and the sheet itself is not on anything really all that supportive. It's just a rather large repurposed piece of styrofoam that's giving me a somewhat solid structure from which to hang the sheet. So this is totally possible. You can totally do this yourself, and how you go about doing it is entirely up to you. But the pictures don't have to be perfect. eBay and the algorithm just happens to like white background pictures as far as what the search algorithm prefers, but it's not necessary. So that's that. Were there any questions? No? Okay. So I'm here. I can hear you guys. I hope you guys have been able to hear me. If not, let me know. you guys can hear me, please let me know. Oh, there we go. All right, 1 second, guys. I got a call. Lol. Even I get spam calls. That was spam. Alright. Alright. Where's that from? Lol. Who dat? Zoom. Alright, let's see here. Is there anything else that I need to talk about these particular figures? Let me refocus that camera real quick. It's kind of not taking anything else. Alright, that's pretty close to right. Alright, cool. Alright, next item. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, I think this is going to be a good learning experience for you guys. What's the next item? Okay. Alright, this next item is a Starbucks cup. It's collectible. Pretty highly collectible. Okay? I got this one from the Goodwill. As far as collectible goes, these are pretty collectible. This one is not the most expensive of like Starbucks mugs that you can get, but if you guys do see mugs like this that have basically city sceneries, it should say basically anywhere by Starbucks. This one I was able to get from Goodwill for 99¢. Okay. There are no chips. You guys can see there's no chips. No chips along the bottom, just some general wear. And then the way you remove these tags without keeping, because if you just try and remove it, you'll leave behind the sticky residue, and that sticky residue is really otherwise difficult to remove unless you have basically glue gun, right? So this stuff works really well. I've had this particular bottle for like almost a month now or so, and it's doing wonders. So the way I apply this is the following. I get a little Q-tip, go ahead and open it. And it's kind of a type of refined oil. This might be in particular a type of citrus oil that breaks down the sticky stuff. So I just go ahead and dip my Q-tip in there. What you're just going to do is you're just going to coat the label itself. So as you're going about coating the label, it's going to penetrate it because it's pretty refined. The particles are pretty small as far as the oil is concerned. And now you see that it kind of becomes transparent because it fully permeated the label, the paper, which is pretty permeable in and of itself. And then it's attacking the adhesive, right? So as it's attacking the adhesive, you see that like the sticker in and of itself is kind of changing a little bit of color. So at least the amount of how well it penetrated the label is changing. So you just apply it for a couple seconds. Go ahead and throw away your Q-tip. go ahead and close this right here. And you're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes or so. So you're just giving it time to let this stuff work. Okay? I'll show you guys how easy it is to remove in a second. Sometimes that little bottle, depending whether it's big and or small, it does come with a remover, okay? And this is pretty invaluable in and of itself. This is more or less a sticker removal tool. These can come with the bottle if you buy it as such, but a lot of times maybe it doesn't come with it, but it's okay. You can or not use the scraper, it's up to you, but it still needs some time to work right now, which is fine. So we're gonna leave this alone for a little bit to give it some time to work. So we're gonna let that sit there for a second on the sides while we do another item. Now we're gonna do this one. This is pretty cool. I like it anyway. This is what's called a table lighter. Okay, it's a ceramic piece of porcelain. And it has a lighter on it. Okay, it still works. All it needs is the oil in and of itself. It is currently empty. Okay. This is removable. You can put a little bit of oil in here, lighter fluid, and it'll get soaked up by the cotton. So this, maybe not, you could take with you, but let me go ahead and clean this for a hot second, because it does have a little bit of dust on it, and I do want to clean it, so let's do that. I'm not going to take off the patina, I just want to take off the dust. Yeah. Okay. Again, Q-tips. Remove this. Again, I don't want to remove the patina. I'm just going over this lightly, just to remove any buildup of dust. That's all I want. Just want to remove the dust. Okay. Dust generally move from there. I'll move on to this thing. I'm probably not the most efficient person at cleaning and stuff. I'm sure that Jocelyn or Andrew would probably be shocked at the level of, I don't know if it's the level of care or not. Maybe they appreciate it. I don't know. I just know I'm pretty new at this, so I'm probably taking way too much time doing something. So if you guys have any tips for me at all whatsoever, I'd appreciate it also. Okay. It's more or less clean. Place that back in. It's got one little chip right here, but maybe somebody thinks that has more character, or it makes it look a little bit more old. But a lot of people could use this for, well, whatever application they like. I'm not exactly going to tell them what for, but it's there. Now we're going to take our pictures. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. There's one particularly of the game itself. There you go. Alright, I think that's it. So that's this lighter, as far as anybody's concerned. I think, let's take a quick look again and see what I can get for this. So we're going to go to eBay. We're going to look up table lighter. Table lighter. Sold. So depending on what you look up, oh, that's Thieves. So, depending on what you look up, it will range from about 20 bucks. Depends if it's a particular brand or anything like that. It could be as high as $100. It could be as little as $7 plus 20 bucks shipping. It could be basically around 20, anywhere up as high as the eye can see, depending on what kind of lighter it is, in what condition, etc. Now, what I'm looking for is one made out of porcelain. So, porcelain. So it can be generally cheap or slightly more expensive, depending on what it is, its condition, stuff like that. And I think they're generally pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna start off and put it at 25 bucks. I think that's probably what I'm gonna try and list it. We'll see if I get a bite. Let me see what was written here. Hey David Waters, how you doing? Lol, yeet. You're yeet. Yeah, I have the game ready to go basically. like that. And I don't know if anybody's interested in playing. I don't know who's particularly watching, if they're here for the eBay stuff or if they're here for the video game. Lol. I know you are, David Waters, but I don't know if anybody else is. So I'm glad you're here though. Because I'm not ready. Oh, looks like somebody needs some help on the identification page. So stay on this page. Let's just take a quick look at it. Alright, I need advice. I bid and won an eBay item, cufflinks from a UK seller with good feedback, and already paid, but now the seller messaged me saying he won't ship to my Polish address because he won't be protected if it gets lost, and that the shipping cost is too high. I've never had this happen before. I'm not sure how to proceed. Listing said he ships internationally and paid for international priority shipping. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I see you guys, but I don't know who you are. I don't know who everybody is or why they're here in particular. But if you guys are here for yarring it up, for some fishing, we can fish. That's okay. We can basically, I can switch to here and we can fish for a little bit, take a small break, or I can go back to this and we could keep discussing items and business in general and thrifting, things like that, flipping stuff, sneakers, Supreme, whatever. But that, as far as that question is concerned, from Jenna, yeah, basically having your money refunded is the best outcome in that case. If for some reason he wasn't going to ship and kept your money, that would be a problem at that point. But considering that he just returned your money, that's pretty cool. It's the best outcome generally. Okay, let's see here. All right, since he wants to play, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna get on a sloop. Close crew. Just gonna open this up. I'm gonna set sail. And if he still wants to play for a little bit, that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off my audio and stuff. So I'm not gonna be able to hear you speak, but we can still see you type and stuff. Hopefully there's not going to be anything too crazy that happens. So we'll go from there. Alright, so this game that I'm about to show you guys, depending on where you guys are coming from, it's called Sea of Thieves. And this game lets you basically be a pirate. And one of the things that you can do in this game is fish. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get out here. We're gonna grab some provisions real fast. I'm gonna get different kinds of items to fish with. We're gonna come over to this boat over here. We're gonna eat a banana. got some stuff. We're gonna trick out our boat real fast. Let's trick out our boat. There we go. Boat has been tricked out. Ta-da! Alright, now we're gonna check out and see if there's any boats around here, any other pirates on the high seas that would take from us if they so wished. It doesn't look like that's the case. So we're gonna go ahead and raise anchor here. We're gonna yeet it up here for a quick second. So there's a storm over there. I kind of want to do some storm fishing too. That kind of seems like fun. We may do that for a quick second while we're taking this break real quick. I'm taking pictures. Alright, if you see the winds here, it's blowing generally kind of this direction. A very slight favoring. So we're going to go ahead and place the sails in that direction. And then when we get there, we're going to fish. Yar. Let me go ahead and put the we're going to fish with these guys. We're going to do a little bit of fishing out in the storm, and then we're going to go to, let's see, I don't see this. Oh, here it goes. We're going to go there. Right after we're done with our bait in the storm, we're gonna go to the Wild Treasure store. We're gonna sell the fish that we catch and cook. So this is a small, we're taking a small break from eBay for those of you that are leaving and or coming in. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Was that Xbox? Let's see here. Alright, we're getting closer to the storm here. We're by Sunken Grove, which is that island over there. Is that a boat? I don't know. That is not a boat. Not a boat. Alright, we're picking up some speed here as far as the storm is concerned. So we're just gonna try and get in the way of it. It doesn't really look like it's gone anywhere in particular. So as soon as we're dead inside of it, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna just lift the sails and I'm gonna drop anchor. And then we're just gonna fish in the storm for a hot second. We're gonna cook it, sell it, and then we'll get back to eBay. I've got a Snoopy cup I've got some the Muppets, some old Muppets cups. I've got a few other things. I got a Polaroid camera, some Fire King stuff. If you guys want to see anything in particular get photographed, let me know. Oh yeah, a cup. Let's use that cup. Alright, real quick. We're gonna turn into here. We're gonna see if we could grab a few more supplies before going into the storm. There we go. Alright, let me go ahead and change. I have to cut the music, and speakers. There we go. Just listen. My belt just came in. Alright, cool. Hi pigs. We can harvest pigs and other animals in our pursuit of food, if we so wish. But they're not very expensive to sell, so we're not necessarily going to be going after pigs. Sometimes there's like treasure and stuff right off the shore. I don't see anything. Alright, back to the ship. Hey dude, sup Tobacco Skunk? Howdy buddy. I'm doing a hybrid stream right now. I've got the game going on, but I'm also kind of in the background going to be doing some picture taking. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? Howdy, 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 y'all. Let's drop this right here. Yeah. That's it's a porcelain table lighter. It's fancy, y'all. I'm doing pretty good as well, buddy. Thanks for asking. Just making sales here and there, but I need to keep listing to keep the eBay algorithm happy, because every platform has its own algorithm as to what it promotes and stuff, and so you got to keep listing. I got to keep streaming. I got to keep making content. I gotta keep posting on Instagram, all that stuff. I did see the movie. It is great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is so good. Did you see it? Pokemon movie was boss, yo. my opinion. In my opinion. It did the franchise justice. And Ryan Reynolds is like, in my eyes, he's now one of the coolest human beings on the planet. He's an awesome dude. He did right by us Pokemon fans in my book. And also I got a ton of the packs. I got a ton of the packs for free, so I'm super happy. I'm stoked about it. Come on, Storm, don't run from me. Apart from funny, he does a good job of like respecting IP, and I thoroughly enjoy that more than any of his like particular humor, because his humor could be a little crass. He may not be like the funniest individual, but he respects IP, and that I like. It's good man. He's a good man. That Ryan Reynolds. It's a good job. He does a bueno trabajo. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We're getting into the thick of it now. Right now, actually, I got that. I just got that one medieval game. I don't know if you got that one. It's like a Battlefield medieval game. The name escapes me at the moment. There's that one that I'm playing. I'm playing that Risk of Rain 2. Oh, dang it. That's right. Yeah, it does look fun. What else is coming out for Xbox? Is there any cross-platform games that are coming out? I wish there was more cross-platform games like Sea of Thieves, because this is really fun. Alright, here we go, guys. We're in the middle of it. Oh Jesus, no. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. We gotta get some speed now. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I mean, I guess I could fight the dumb fish. Let's just fight the dumb fish, shall we? Alright, here we go. We're gonna fight the dumb fish. I'm gonna get eaten, alright? Yep, I think I got bit. Yep, he came in for a bite, alright. What? Is there another hole anywhere? Oh, there is. Oh no! Or is that the storm? Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? What is up with these random holes everywhere? All right. Okay. Where the hell is this thing? I still hear it out there somewhere. Where are these holes coming from? There it is. Ow! What the heck? I thought it was only supposed to produce 3 holes. What the heck? Where'd he go? There it is. Oh, that's not good. Where is it? Oh, this is bad. Am I running out of wood? I might be running out of wood. Alright, buddy. You take care of yourself, too. Have a good day, man. Oh, God. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Guys, I don't have any wood left. Oh no. I don't have any wood left, guys. I don't have any wood left, guys. Alright, looks like my saving grace to staying alive is this. I gotta wait for this thing to... Yeah, alright, I'm shooting myself out now. Goodbye, ship. It's been nice knowing you. Oh no. I think it's sunk. I'm pretty sure it's sunk. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, is that why she's so hard? That would make sense. Thanks for the info, man. Alright. Boat sunk. Should be coming back up. A last swig of my my Pokemon that's strange. Why am I back out here? My ship is gone. Pretty sure my ship is gone. Take me to my boat, please. There it is. Yay, a boat. Fresh boat. With wood and cannonballs and everything. Yippee. Lol. Hey look, we got wood. How about that? Alright, let's put in this, that down there. We're gonna place the bananas up here. Alright, so fishing in the storm was not a good idea. So we're gonna fish here. That sounds like a better idea. We're gonna see what we can get. Alright, so we got ourselves lure. Such. And we're gonna go ahead and draw it back. Cast. We're gonna see what we get. Ta-da! La 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 la. Whatever will be, will be. Da 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 da. Lo que será, será. Do 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 do. Nope. Too small. I want a big one. I want a trophy fish. Thank you very much. I want a nice little hopper. Something that's got a little pep in its step. Get me a trophy fish lure. Let's go, leeches. Get me a nice fat one. I'm just gonna cook one fish. Probably. Let's see what this next one is. It looks really small. And hiya. There we go. Do 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 do. Lo que será, será. What will be, will be. Da, 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 da. Oh. Hey. Oh. Am I getting better at this? Ooh. Ooh. Hello, Elizabeth Quispy. Howdy. How are you today? Come on. Come on. Get in here, fish. We're just taking a fishing break here before I keep going on my eBay adventure of selling stuff. Oh, come on, fish. You're almost there. You're so close. Come on. Quit being a jerk, fish. Come on. Just get in. Get. There you go. Come on. You can do. No. No. Oh, come on, you jerk. This fish is a jerk. There it goes. Yay, I got the fish. It is a ruby splash tail. Alright, let's cook the fish. We're gonna cook the fish. Sizzle! Let's sizzle this fishy. Hi, fish. How are you doing? It's quite warm today, isn't it, fish? I think so. I think so too. Lol, I bet you do. You're cooking. You're gonna turn nice and golden brown with some browning, some caramelization of your fats and stuff. There you go. Turning nice and gold. Look at that color. Oh yeah, that color looks nice. Browning, browning. Excellent intake. And there we go, guys. We have a perfectly cooked fish. Alright, let's go ahead and take one more. Let's try this other kind of bait real fast. Wherever we are. Alright, let's go to here, R, and yeah. And now we wait for a few short moments before a fish arrives. Let's see what kind of fishy we get. Let's see what kind of fishy we get today. Do 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 do. Okay, Syrah, Syrah. Is there a fish? Is there a fish? I see something. Oh. What is it? What are you, little buddy? Not a lot of fight in this one either. Alright, alright, alright. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on. You're almost there. Come on. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. He's nearly there. He's nearly there. Silly fish. Come on. Quit being such a jerk about it and just get on my line. There you go. There you go. Oh, this is a different one. Sandy Whiplash. Hey, how about that? Yeah. It's a Sandy Whiplash. Alrighty, let's cook said Sandy Whiplash. Oh man, this is a different kind of sizzle altogether, aren't you? Look at you. Alright. Alright. Let's get you some nice brown golden color. Unlike Gollum that likes some raw and wriggling. That would just make us sick. That's bad. Oh boy. Ooh. Now there it goes. It's starting to change. Alright, and now it's... There it goes. Ta-da! Nice golden brown fishy. Ta-da! Alright. Now we're gonna do the white one. We're gonna see what kind of fish we get with the white one. This one. And ahia. Three quick fish. Hey, it's Chuck. Let's see if I get this right. Chuck Sharpentier? Sharpentier? I think I got that right. I hope I got that right. Howdy, buddy. I wonder if I got that right. Lol. What will be. No you don't. I need me a big old fish. Big old fish. Big old fish. Does that look like a big fish? It kinda does, but I don't know. I don't know if it does. Let's see here. Yeah. Is that a big fish? Is that a big fish? Is that a big fish? Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's on the line. Oh, he got away. He took my bait. What a jerk. Alright, let's take a look and see where we're at, shall we? Let's take a look on the map and see where we are. Okay, we're too far away. Let's go to a wild treasure store real fast. Let's turn in what we got. Even though it's not a whole lot. It's fine, we're fine. Alright, we need to head more or less west, I believe, right? Oh, east. We're heading east, actually. Okay. It's right there, I can see it. Alright. Whoa. What a jerk. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? Did it hit my rudder? Can my rudder be broken like that? That would actually be pretty amazing if they thought that part through. Alright, let's get down here real quick. We'll fix that hole real fast. Let's fix that hole. Fixed. Alright. Oh god. Guys, I'm so good at this game. I meant to crash into that. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I did. Alright, let's get the fish. Grab the fish real fast. Let's grab the... That's not it. There we go. Hello, fish. Hello, fish. Alright, 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 alright. Let's sell the fish. Yes. 150 and 40 bucks. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Any barrels over there? No barrels over there. What will be like you sit on? Oh god. I'm on the boat. I'm on a boat. Alright. Alright, let's see how... let's take a few more pictures, guys. We're good here. To do what we just did doesn't take too long, so we're gonna just leave game. We're gonna leave game real fast. And then we're gonna switch over. We're gonna switch over. Do 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 do. Alright, we're here, good. And switching back over to this audio. Then we're gonna be playing this music. Alright, now we're back to just eBay. So here we go, guys. For those of you watching, I have a small eBay shop. It's alright. I think it's alright. It's making money. And I want to keep it making money, and I want it to make more money, so I gotta take pictures of stuff, including this table lighter made of porcelain. It's really cute. And here we go, the next thing. Those that were watching before, I don't know if you guys are still here or not, but here's the result. Hopefully it comes off a lot easier. Here's the result of this stuff. See? Now it's a lot easier. And not only are you taking off the residue going along with, generally the residue going along with the sticker, but there's no ripping for the most part. And there you go. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. I'm just going to take a Q-tip. Let me see if they have buffed. Alright, need a little bit more Gudon. They come in two different types. They might be for slightly different kinds of glue stuff, but it's generally the same. So it doesn't really matter if you get like the yellow one or the white one. It's more or less the same stuff. Put it and work to it. You see there's basically dissolving as you rub it away. You see that it's basically dissolving the adhesive that's remaining behind. And this is different from its spreading. This is different from like a lot of different kinds of like removal of adhesive in general. This is like straight up removing the adhesive. This isn't spreading it around. You see it basically dissolve. Use one more. There. Just a little bit more on the siren's face. There we go. Now it's completely more or less devoid of residue. Okay. Pick up some of that excess. And throw away these Q-tips. And then yeah. Take a microfiber cloth or a ShamWow, whatever you happen to have around. There we go. Now it's clean. Yeah, so that's going to be the next item that we take care of. Ta-da! Okay. Okay. Alright, so let me get the nicest shot, the most recognizable shot of what this is. And we're going to go in with this, basically with the Starbucks showing in the front. And that's going to be our first photo. Ta-da! Alright, then we're going to take side shot, front shot, 90 degrees, back shots, okay, I'm going to take important note of particular details. Okay, that's basically the cup. Yeah, that's basically all the picture of the cup. Now to enter it in here. Oh yeah, forgot. 1 second. Before I keep going with this guy. Forgot. Take the measurement of this. So this is like 2 3/4. So I'm gonna write down porcelain. Porcelain. Porcelain table lighter, like so. Okay, and then it's going to be 2.75 inches. Sparking. And what else? Refillable. Okay. I think this one got. Oh yeah, picture. Picture. This picture. good. Okay. And I think that's everything. For these two, center it in. Starbucks, Van Gogh, Vincent, Van Gogh, D. E. Burroughs. Copyright. And this is by Chad Schaller. CHALEUR. Schaller. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to put down that it is basically 3.5 diameter, 2.5 diameter, 3.5 diameter by 4.25 inches. Alright, so that's that. These items complete. On to the next. Yeah. One second, I need to clean something really fast. I think I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do here? What's next? Ooh, okay. I think I might do. Okay. This is kind of interesting. As far as Fire King is concerned, this one's pretty unique. Okay. It's got a, I don't know if it's 18 karat or what. As far as this gold trim. It looks like gold paint. I don't know exactly what the concentration is, what the alloy is. But this is Fire King. Okay, this is made in the USA. This is wear number 1. Okay, Fire King wear number 1, made in the USA. This is going to be the next one that we're going to try and photograph, sell, etc. Alright, so don't know. It's not really gonna stick. So I may have to raise this light here. Alright, here we go, guys. I got a call. 1 second. I'll be right back. Zoom, 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 zoom. Alrighty, I'm back. This stuff in particular, so I'm done with taking pictures for this Fire King. It looks kind of like milk glass, but it's not exactly. It's like Fire King stuff in particular. It's like, it's really good stuff, but this has a gold detailing on it. On one side in particular, it's got a couple of spots. It doesn't look like it's scratched the way it looks like there's something else on it. I'm not exactly sure what, but it may be able to be polished off. Not exactly sure. But in terms of gold detailing, this is one of the better examples that I've seen that's like wholly intact as far as like something that's pretty old. This next piece right here, this is what's called Arabia, Finland by Prit, and this is dishwasher proof, also oven proof. What I'm thinking is that symbol right there. But each one of these pieces is about $75 a piece, and as you see, I got them for about $4 and $3 each, so it's quite a bit of money. So right now what I'm doing is I'm taking my time and I'm cleaning them as well as I can. Trying to take it off as much residue as I can as well. Off outright. So I don't want the customer to get it with residue on it. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna give these a few more minutes for the oil to work. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, put them off to the side for a moment. Let's see what else I'm gonna take a picture of. Yes. Now for a blast from the past, the Great Muppet Caper. And I have not one, but two of these glasses. And it does need a little bit of cleaning because it had a sticker on it. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off what I can of that sticker. Let's see what I can do with this. I'm just going over it continually and lightly. This is pretty old residue, and it's going to take a minute for it to be absorbed, for it to get like kind of rehydrated in a way. I'm just taking my time, because the better the picture, the more money I can get for it. Generally, it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the case every single time, but presentation is to, and condition is what to antiques and collectibles is to real estate and location. So I have to take as much time as possible to make sure that these look as good as they can before presenting them to my shop, my potential customers. There we go. Now it's clean. It's from 1981. Jeez, man. This is it's pretty old. These are by McDonald's. Probably here and here. I don't give anything. Seems about right. Howdy. 1 second. Alright. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm coming. Hello. What music? Oh, the music from the show? Or which? David Waters. Did that just get posted right now? 4:34? Yeah, just now. The music for the Great Muppet. That or which? The sound that you're hearing right now? The music? It may be. Lol.
Rocket Eddie takes you back to a world gone away, to the greatest hits of soul, Motown, and rock and roll.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Lol, let's find. Let's see here. I'm trying to find some music to play. This is good. This I like. Okay. Continuing on. Here we go. Huh. Huh. I'm gonna do 1 cup all the way around. One. We do get 12 photos a piece, so I'm gonna try and get as much in here as possible. Okay. Here we go. This is this one. Just kind of crazy because, like, actually, this is like from front and back. There we go. Ooh. Alright, that's probably my 12 pictures for that. Okay. There only seems to be some bubbles right here. There doesn't really seem to be any chips of any kind. No chips along the bottom as well. And I just found one spot right here where there was a sticker, so I'm just gonna go and take that off. Let me just grab a Q-tip. Again, if you guys have any questions on shipping practices, international shipping, anything, shoes, so the way I'm doing it, even though it's kind of hard to see, I do it when I don't feel any resistance anymore. So when over here I can feel nothing at all, and over here there's still a little bit, and you can kind of hear it in terms of like a little bit of scratching, just very slightly. So that's when you know that you just kind of have to keep going until you don't feel anything whatsoever. You keep moving across. Ta-da! Flip off with the other side, the excess oil, so. Cap, and the general wipe down. There we go. All set. 1981. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and place both of these here. There we go. Alright. And there's these. We're ready to go. Okay. So each one of these pieces I got for generally close to $2.22 each. That was the price I paid. because I ended up getting like about 20 pieces, and the guy gave me price of about $2.22 each. Paid about, I think it was like around, I paid $40 for the lot, so it was a bunch of stuff. And that he was basically running an antique shop booth out in Long Beach, and he was clearing out a storage unit for as basically as part of a garage sale. So all the stuff that's in there, you guys are seeing a large part that doesn't say, if it doesn't say Goodwill, it's basically coming from this lot where everything was basically in there for 20 years straight. So it could have been that it's older than 20 years, but it's at least 20 years. So everything that you're seeing generally is vintage. Okay. And I'm going to leave this one to soak in a little bit, so I can take it off a little bit easier. So I'll just leave that one on the side while we prep another piece real quick like. Alright, I'll grab something else. Next up, this. Okay, that one I want to talk about for half a second. All right, this one is kind of up the group's alley, in a way. Let me go ahead and reduce. Go back to the properties, configure video. Go back everything to default. Okay. Let me go ahead and raise the brightness a little bit. Contrast. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Saturation, very slightly. Sharpness, I want to increase. Contrast, I think that's good. That's a pretty good representation of what you're seeing. Okay, so this thing in particular, I think if you've seen Dr. Lori's like YouTube videos, I think this is American Chino, I think. And only because, well, at least the glazing, it looks like is American Chino, because on the bottom is definitely an American name. Now, from what I know, as far as pottery and ceramics, from the one class that I took, the level of skill needed to execute this is generally pretty high in and of itself. But in terms along the bottom, I'll show you guys right now. On the bottom, there's a sign. There's a sign that basically says that skill is kind of relative. Okay, so here it's earthenware. Okay, the glaze is done really well, and it's pretty complete in its detailing and everything. It's very concentric. As far as skill here, it takes an extraordinary amount of skill to complete, to be able to leave this lip right here. Because it's glazed on the inside, it can hold water, possibly, but I don't know if you should. But the small detail that raises the question as to quality and or the skill of the particular potter is this little lip right here. Okay, Shino in particular, what makes it so difficult to execute is because it runs really easily. When temperatures in the kiln run higher than the, I'm not exactly sure what kiln temperatures are, when they run at the heat saturation levels and whatnot, it causes the glazing to run really easily. And so if the consistency of the glazing isn't exactly right, and or if you applied too much, it will run, and it will run quickly. And this lip right here is to keep the glaze from running any lower. So in a way, it's a form of a handicap, but in either case, it looks like the potter did an excellent job anyway, because it didn't run over. It almost looks like part of the piece and what he was trying to execute anyway. So I can't ascertain as to the skill level of the potter himself only on this piece alone, because right here the level of skill required to execute this lip to be able to hold this piece right here is actually really high. I know that in my really low levels of skill, I would not be able to execute a piece like this. It would be very difficult. And so the person that did it is a Jim Clark from 1980. Okay, so that's what this piece is. Okay, so I'm just gonna start taking pictures of it as well as I can. So this can be considered a vase, a jar, or an urn. All of which can be true, and all of which I don't know if it is actually the case or not. So I'm not exactly sure myself. I just know that it's pretty awesome. Try and get the lighting right, because this piece could be really expensive or not. I'm not exactly sure. Sorry, guys. Any thoughts or questions? Before I continue taking pictures, if there's any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask at any time. You guys can just type it in. It's relatively easy. If you guys find any of this information valuable, letting me know with a like or anything like that is nice to hear, because I'm not sure as to how this is exactly coming across, but I appreciate your guys' attention. So thank you guys either way. If you guys want to see me actually list an item on eBay, you guys can let me know that as well. I can do that as well. And I'll try and run through every particular step as best I can without giving away like personal information or anything like that. So I can do that. But otherwise, I'm going to keep taking pictures. And I'll probably be doing a listing or so in about, I think probably in half hour. I'm probably going to try and post this particular vase or jar. I'm going to post this jar in about half an hour. And I'll run you guys through my listing process. So we'll do that together. Okay? And here we go. Alrighty. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Also, the signature in and of itself presents a general indication of skill as well. It's pretty well done. Like, I probably wouldn't, I know I wouldn't be able to sign my name like he signed his in this material. He would have had to have known the correct wetness and when to do it in particular. So all of that is important to note. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Okay. This urn, I have no idea what to put it at because I don't know what a proper price for American Chino is from the 1980s. I don't know. So this piece in particular is going to be going up for auction. So, let's see, as soon as I'm done with it now, I'm going to go ahead and start making the post for it, or the listing for it, rather. So I need my phone. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the piece here for it to be examined by you guys in the meantime. Yeah. Okay. And now, apply. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and place this one up here. Display capture. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's that. Okay. I'm gonna place this one up while I'm logging in. Alright, so first I'm gonna do a general search. So let's go ahead and do that. So this I'm gonna make smaller. Like so. This I'm gonna put on top. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. There. Okay. Like so. Make this bigger. Like that. Alright. So first we're going to try and look for this piece. Okay. We're going to try and look for it, and we're going to try and, as best as possible, to get some information as to what other pieces like it can go for. Okay, so we're going to go to a few different places on the internet. One is going to be eBay in and of itself, and another place is just going to be a general Google search. So let's look up Shino pottery. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to sold. We're going to go to sold. So it can really depend how old, by whom it was made, what was the purpose. Malcolm Davis. Interesting. Okay, so that's an American piece. And Hirondelle Studio Pottery. Okay. Japanese ceramics. Sweet Japanese style cover tea cup. Izumi 14. Alright, now we're gonna go by highest listing just to get a look at what's the highest. Warren McKinsey. Alright, so Warren McKinsey, John Glick, Shinoyaki Kintsugi, Warren McKinsey again. Okay. Now let's take a look at who Warren McKinsey is. Let's see if they give any kind of information. There you go. Alright, so she was a great example of the craftsmanship of one of the most influential potters of all time, in this person's opinion. It still doesn't say when it was possibly made. Okay, so we don't have an age yet. Alright, so not stamped. Alright, let's take a look at pictures. Wow, okay, that's really interesting. I'm not actually sure how this piece was made. That's actually really amazing. Wow, alright. So I can kind of see as to why something went for the price that it did. Alright, this one is stamped. Interesting. So we know that the process of this particular kind of earthenware pot, process to make it, was one that was more non-traditionally made, in that it wasn't necessarily turned on a potter's wheel, which is kind of amazing. And if you can see around the bottom of the pot itself, you can tell that the relative skill of this potter was actually maybe generally higher than the one that we have ourselves, because there's no rim to catch the glaze. So the relative skill is in correctly guessing correctly applying the amount of glaze that won't run all the way down to the bottom. That's pretty amazing. That's a pretty basic piece. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna try and look for James Clark. Pottery. Signed 2005. These are all small items. Larry Clark. Clark House. Okay, so our particular guy is not particularly known. Alright, we're gonna keep going off of Shino real quick. Shino. Barbara Hill. Now I didn't actually see. Let's take a look at this real quick. Now if you can see here, there's a slight lip. The type of Shino itself is a crackle. They have their own mark, and it does have a little lip. They didn't need to use it, but they do have a little lip to possibly catch. Now what's also kind of interesting is that when these are glazed, the underside I don't think is done at the same time as the exterior, the general exterior. So the amount of time put into this particular piece is generally higher. This is 95. Now for some reason, well, we don't know yet really if my piece has to have a particular price point in particular. So I'm just gonna shoot for broke because I don't know who this person is in particular, but I know that he has it signed. The kind of color palette that is chosen is somewhat more reminiscent of what traditional Japanese color palette is, and that's probably what I'll try and emphasize in the description. No, I don't really see another one that has American names to it. Okay, that did not work. Turning on the air because it's hot. Alright, so porcelain, searching porcelain did not give me any results. So the main thing how I'm gonna list it as is gonna be partially by ceramic and pottery. I need to include both probably in order to hit keywords that will have my item rank higher. And it is stoneware, so Shino's earthware. Let's try that. Shino earthware. Let's go to sold. Shino ware. Okay. I think I'm gonna take this one as a as the body of work as to what I'm gonna base mine off of. Alright, so now that we did that, let's go and look on Google real fast to see if we can find anything on Jim or James Clark. Now the interesting thing is that there's a guy named Jimmy Clark, and he does these really interesting pieces. He's got his own website and everything. He's particularly an artist, but I don't know how old this guy is, and I'm not exactly sure if it's the same kind of guy that would be making these items. It looks like it has Asian influence, and I don't know if this person in particular would be one that that would be making the pieces that we see right now. Because also, I don't know how this guy tends to sign his pieces. Let's take a look and see if we can find a Jimmy Clark on eBay. Jimmy Clark. Nope. Sold. Jimmy Clark. Nope. No pottery. No pottery from Jimmy Clark. Alright. Alright, so it's not necessarily my responsibility to know 100% which particular potter made this. I just need to be able to present the information that I know as best as possible. So, what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go ahead and grab this particular listing and I'm gonna sell one like this. Okay, now that I did that, sell now. Right, now I'm gonna go ahead and place my information, so I'm gonna go ahead and reduce that real quick. I'm gonna place my information. Okay. Okay, alright, now that it's up. Bing. Alright, now I'm... Again, we're cooking with a little bit of fire here. Oops. Alright. We're gonna go there, we're gonna place this here. Okay. Alright, moving on. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put James, Jim, James Clark, Shino Chino jar. Oh, did not take a measurement of this particular piece, so I need to do that real fast. So I'm gonna do that. Right. Now that I have that piece of information, I can continue. Alright, and so this is a more difficult piece, so whatever you guys learn from watching this should help you guys out in getting more comfortable with listing your own, with particularly either easier to find information and or slightly difficult. You just, go at your own pace, but you can do it, and not having things perfect or not having a complete detailed information is not a deterrent for you to actually finish a listing and or to buy something because you don't have all the information. So here we go. James Clark, 1980. 80. Chino jar. American Chino jar. Chino jar. Okay. I'm not going to put a subtitle. I'm not going to put a custom label. This is correct, the category. So when you go to import a particular listing and you sell one like this, it auto-populates a lot of things for you. And if you happen to put something that already is sold, then your chances of being in the correct category goes up. In this case, I'm trusting that pottery china, art pottery, and studio handcrafted pottery is the category that I want to be in. Or at least that I want this piece to be in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. UPC does not apply. Piece is basically new. It doesn't look like it's ever been used, but it's old. So I'm just going to generally put it as used. This condition right here and my particular description is, I'm just going to put it in the description. I'm not necessarily going to put it in the condition description. But I guess I could, so let's do that. I think it's an excellent condition, and I can say that because of the following. There are no chips, no cracks, no signs of repair, no missing pieces. Alright, so that's my description of what it is. The material is a clay. The object is a jar. lidded jar. Original. I don't think it's antique. It is original. Original. This is multicolor style. This is Chino. I don't know if to put Japanese, but I think just Chino is fine. Okay. I'm gonna put the height. Now the height we saw was looked like basically 9.5 inches. Safe. Okay. All right. Here I already have. You can make templates through the desktop portion of eBay. You could either create a template, so you basically start writing whatever it is that you want to write, your policies as far as like what you consider for returns, what you consider for refunds, anything that you want the customer to pay attention to, things like that. So I already have a template generally of what I want to be able to say, and so I'll input that, and then after that I start writing what my general description of the piece is. So this is a James, and then I'll put in parentheses Jim or Jimmy Clark, Jimmy Clark from American Chino jar, and this also could be an urn. This can also be an urn. Okay, so let's see what else. Urn made in 1980. So this is vintage for sure. Vintage. Okay. 1980. And I should also put signed. James Clark. Copy. James Clark signed. 1980 vintage American Chino jar. Okay. 1980. This jar, let's see, is multicolored, but alright, let's just put it in the description. This jar has a beautiful beautiful red and gray and dark detail Chino glaze. Chino glaze. The glaze is in excellent condition. The jar has no chips, no cracks, no stains, no signs of repair. Foot, there, the jar was signed on the bottom in the clay by the artist. What else? Colors chosen, color palette closely resembles that of traditional Japanese Shino. Pleasing. Alright. I think that's pretty much everything. Apart from that, now I need to pick a price. Now this is where it can start to get a little tricky. Okay. So it is fixed price. No, it's going to be an auction. Okay, and I'm not going to put an upper bound to it. Okay. Since I know it's not, from what I generally saw in the general skill, but I don't know as to who the artist is, I'm only going to start it at 150. And I'm going to let somebody else determine what the upper bound of the price is. The piece is beautiful. It's tall and it's rather large, and it makes for a display piece. That kind of workmanship, etc., is generally something that somebody would probably pay something close to this. So that's what I'm pricing it at. I'm not going to have a reserve price, because if I make 150 off of this, I'm happy. I'll let people make an offer if they choose, and I'm not going to auto decline or auto whatever. I'll be open to offers in general. I'm going to allow buyers to remain anonymous. I need to charge the correct percentage of tax for where I live. Domestic returns accepted, and the return will be free. If they do pay the 150, general shipping, UPS retail ground is going to be free shipping, and then if they so choose, they can pick a generally faster mode of shipping, which is UPS priority mail. And or if they contact me, I can try and increase to an expedited form of shipping. I'll offer local pickup, same day shipping is what I'll probably try and do. Handling cost, generally I put at $2 if it's not the free shipping. Apply calculated, sell internationally, so people from other countries can buy this if they so choose, and it'll go through eBay, so I don't have to worry about international shipping. The package in and of itself, I have to try and pick what the general size is going to be. So this is, I'm going to say it's going to be a 12, and then what I remember seeing, we have a 5, so it's going to be probably an 8 by 8. That might give enough room. General weight, that's a good question. All right, so let's weigh this particular piece. And weigh this piece. Okay. So I have a smart weigh, which has a capacity of 50 kilograms or 110 pounds. This was about 40 to 60 bucks on Amazon. Let me go ahead and place it here. So you guys can see it's 3 pounds and 6.9 ounces, right? So I'm gonna add at least a pound to this for the shipping, material, etc., whatnot. For whatever reason, I give myself enough cushion to make this right. So, in case they pick priority mail. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick or put in 4 pounds and 7 ounces. Okay. 4 pounds, 7 ounces. 4 pounds. 4 pounds. And I'm just gonna add a couple more ounces, 9 ounces. So I don't have any particular locations that are excluded that eBay doesn't already have excluded. So if eBay excludes it, I exclude it. Okay. So I'm not going to be charged any listing fees for this in particular. Alright, so that's that. And now I'm going to go ahead and save as draft. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go into my phone. I'm going to use an app. I'm going to use an app called Snapseed. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture. I'm going to take the main picture that I'm going to use. I'm only going to alter it so that the picture is has a completely white background. So I'm not going to try and change the object itself as much as I can, and that the image itself is a 1:1. It's essentially a square ratio, okay? Because as far as for the front picture that eBay likes, 1:1 ratio pictures, and that it has a completely white background. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm just making some details pop, enhancing the picture only a little bit. I need to expand out. I'm going to be expanding out what is the bounds of the picture. And then this tool lets me basically keep the picture itself one particular brightness. So I'm not necessarily changing the picture itself, I'm only changing its surroundings. Okay, so now everything else is basically effectively erased, and you basically have soft edges of the fabric around it and the image itself. Okay, so with that, go ahead and crop it, and it's gonna crop. If you guys see along the bottom, there's a different kinds of ratios that you can use, and I'm picking square. I'm gonna go ahead and pick square. I'm gonna center the image as best I can. Alright, so there's basically my finished picture. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Okay. And that's what I'm gonna be uploading. Alright, so you go to the app, you go to the listing that you were working on, okay? So I'm going to go back right here. It shows all of my stuff, right? And right below your general information, right here along the bottom, is going to show your active drafts. I'm going to go ahead and pick the one that you were working on before. In this case is the James Clark signed 1980 vintage American Chino jar. You go to it. When you go to it, it gives you all of these options. You're just gonna pick to add the pictures. So I'm gonna add that one, the one that I just changed for eBay search algorithm purposes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and select the rest of the pictures. And I have to leave one out. There it is. Right, so I have 12 photos. 12 photos uploading for my phone. And as soon as it's done, it's almost there. Sending. Uploading, sending. So this is all in real time so that you guys can see. Alright, now it's complete. Alright, now that it's complete, okay, I'm going to back out. It's now saved as a draft. Okay, here I'm going to go ahead and refresh, and now all the pictures show up. Okay, I'm going to go to complete draft. And I'm gonna double check that everything that I want is in here. So I have my title the way I want it. I have a simple description. I have the picture that I want in front. I have all my other pictures the way I want them. They're all showing the information that I want them to show. I have all of my specifics about the item that I want to be represented. Oh, there's one more thing. Year. Year made 1980. Save. Okay. Alright, and everything is still there. All that stuff is there. My price is there. Number of days. I'm going to put it as 10 days. I'm just going to give it time. And now that everything is there, go ahead and you list the item. There you go. Click list. And ta-da! It's complete. So now it's done. Click on done. So if you had something similar that you had taken pictures of, you just create similar and then you would just change the specifics and whatnot. So there we go. We're all done. Done. And there we go. That's the other drafts that I have. One of which I don't actually have anymore. Delete drafts. Delete. And there we go. This one is just as an example that I have, but generally a draft that I make is a draft that I complete, and that's the eBay. That's the thing. That's the process to making a listing. In case you guys didn't know, in case you guys wanted to know. So there we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. I'm gonna enlarge this again. Ta-da! All right. Oh, I really forgot. There it goes. All right. For some reason it wasn't showing, but that's okay. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it as far as my stream for today for information and stuff. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier, but if you guys enjoyed any of this information whatsoever, let me know. If you guys want different kinds of information for me to like convey to you guys while I'm doing this, also let me know. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Those of you guys that are here, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.